Major 2024 Mathematics Paper 1, question 16. A man's basic wage for a 40-hour week is $160. He is paid overtime at a rate of 1.25 times the hourly rate. If he works 6.5 hours overtime in a certain week, his wage that week is. Okay, so we already know that on a normal week, this person gets $160. That's for the 40-hour week, right? So we can say 40 hours, which is a normal working week, means $160 for this man, this worker. Now, he is paid overtime. Overtime means that he worked more than his usual working hours. He worked some additional time. And the rate that he is paid is 1.25 times. This could be written. Now, I like to use money to talk about quarters. Most of us know that a quarter, if you have $1, a quarter of $1 is 25 cents. So if you think about it like that, you could write 1.25 as 1.25, as in 25 cents. So that's the same way of writing 1.25 using decimals. So this person is paid 1.25 times 1.25 when he works more than his normal working hours. So if he works 6.5 hours overtime in a particular week, his wage for that week will be. Okay, so what I will do, instead of using the mixed number, I will use 1.25 and multiply by the number. Sorry, hold on. If he works this, right, so before I even do anything with the 1.25, what I supposed to do is find how much is he paid an hour. So in order for me to get how much this man is paid on during a normal hour, I have to take his basic work wage. So, which is the 160. Some of you will do long division, which is longer, of course. I will do the short division like this. Divide the amount for a basic week by the hours worked. So anything that ends in 0 could be divided by 10. So 10 into 160 will leave us with 16. 40 divided by 10 is 4. 4 could go into itself and 16 without a remainder. For those who know their 4 times table is really good. 4 into 4 is 1, or 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 16 divided by 4 is 4. So that means for 1 hour, on a normal work week, 1 hour rate, the rate for an hour is $4. So this person is paid $4 on a normal working week of 40 hours. So that's why if you take back the 40 hours and multiply by 4, you get back 160. Now, since we know how much this person is paid on an hourly rate, to find time and a quarter, which is for overtime, we will take the hourly rate of $4 and multiply it by time and a quarter, which could also be written as 1.25. So multiplying this, 4 5s are 20. Cross out the 0.0 here. 4 2s are 8, add 2 is 10. 1 4 is 4, add 1 is 5. I always say the wrong thing. Now, because this number has a decimal, and the decimal is 1, 2 places in. Now, if you check it this way, 1, 2 places in, you will also have to put your answer with the decimal point 2 places in. So 1, 2. So it means for overtime, the hourly pay for overtime, 1 hour in overtime will be $5. Right, so since we now know how much this worker is going to be paid for overtime, and he works 6.5 hours overtime, just like $1, half of $1 is 50 cents. So a half in terms of decimal is 0.5 or 0.50. So as I say, with me, it works easier to remember month, and that's how I remember it. So 6.5 could also be written as 6.50 because a half is 50 cents in $1, or 0.5 or 0.50. And I will multiply this by how much? Well, the hourly rate for overtime, which is $5. 0 by 5 is 0, and the same multiply by 0. 0, 5, 5 is 25. Cross out the 5, put the 5 here. 6 5s are 30, add 2, 32. And because this number has a decimal, 2 places in 1, 2, this is what the decimal point is, your answer will also be 2 points in. So the amount of money this person made after working 6.5 hours overtime is $32.50. Now, what did the question ask us? It said his wage for that week. They didn't just ask us for overtime. So all we got to do now, let me go over here, is take his normal or usual weekly pay, basic wage, 160, and add $32.50, which is the overtime. Now, we could write this as a decimal by putting 0 cents, right? So 0.00. So everything will be lined up. So 0 at 0, 0. 0 at 5 is 5. Put the decimal here. You all, I don't know what's going on with my neighbor's dog, so sorry about that background noise. 0 at 2 is 0, and 6 at 3 is 9. 1 and nothing is 1. So his wage for that week is $192.50, which is option D. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe or follow for more.